values and a graph question. You know it's table of values because it mentions it in the question and you've been told to draw a graph. Let's get going. So the first thing we're going to do is complete the table. I always start with a positive x coordinate to warm myself up. You need to substitute this x coordinate. Remember, the top is x, the bottom is y. You need to substitute this x coordinate into this. It clearly says y equals x squared minus x minus 2. Lots of minuses to challenge you. So we need to put x as 2 in there. So 2 squared is 4. Then the formula says minus. X is obviously 2. This x has been replaced with 2. And then we've got take away 2 from the formula. We do the math. Taking our time, 4 take away 2 is 2. 2 take away 2 is 0. So that is 0. Now it's the turn of the minus. Be careful. Y equals x squared minus x minus 2. So x is minus 1. Minus 1 squared. If you put that into the calculator, it will tell you it's minus 1. You must put it using bracket and it will tell you it's 1. But you should also know anything negative squared is positive. Anything negative squared is positive. So minus 1 squared is 1. Now be careful. Minus from the formula, and the x value is also a minus. So be careful with that. Take away 2 from here. These two minuses where people make mistakes. They don't do it properly. They either forget the formula minus or the minus from the x value. Minus and minus is a plus. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 take away 2 is 0. That's actually now 0. Next one, minus 2. Y equals x squared minus x minus 2. Remember, if you want to put on a calculator, you must do using brackets and it will tell you it's 4. Or you should know it, negative squared is positive. So minus 2 squared is 4. Then you got the minus from the formula. Then your x coordinate actually is a minus 2 and then minus 2. Two negatives make a plus, so 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 take away 2 is 4. And that's your 2 marks. Then you need to plot. Top is x coordinate, bottom is y coordinate. So 3, 4, 2, 0, 1, minus 2. We're now on 0, minus 2. We're now on minus 1, 0. And we're on minus 2, 4. Nice and smoothly. Oops. Do that again. That's why you need an eraser and a pencil. That's done. It's also worth noticing when you have a positive x squared, your graph looks like this. When you have negative x squared, your graph will look like this. And if it doesn't, then you need to do it again. Another point is if they were to ask you the coordinates of the turning point is the minimum value, which happens to be here in this graph. And that would just be x coordinate would be a half. And the y coordinate would be minus 2. And that is the turning point because that is the lowest value or the coordinates of the minimum point if they were to ask you that. Turning point or minimum point.